Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. In our today's session, we'll learn about space weather. Yes, we'll cover space weather in two parts. Today, we'll cover part 1. So it's my pleasure to welcome you all on Unacademy, India's largest learning platform, where you will get unlimited access for live and recorded classes, structured courses, and live tests. It's me, Rushikesh Inamdar, guiding UPSC aspirants from last 8 years. You can follow me on Unacademy and you can join our Telegram group using this link. Yes, Unacademy is providing study material in the form of 20 books. Yes, worth rupees 10,000. Now you will get these books absolutely free till 20th April with our minimum 1 year subscription. Yes, this offer is for a limited period. So go with minimum 1 year subscription, 2 year subscription and 3 year subscription where you will get this study material absolutely free. Yes, we are providing mega subscription offer for all aspirants where they can activate 1 year plan subscription and they will get validity next preliminary examination, extended validity, that is till preliminary examination 2022, and in 2 year plan they'll get validity till preliminary examination 2023. Yes, this offer is also valid till 20th April, and do not forget to use code RBI Live to get 10% discount. Yes, those aspirants are pursuing their graduation or after their 12th exam, planning to start their preparation for civil services. Yes, they can go with our iconic subscription. In this subscription, you will get all the features of Plus course along with additional features like personal guidance, study planner, and experts guidelines. Yes, we have Plus and iconic subscription. These are the paid subscriptions available with Unacademy, where you can use referral code RBI Live to get 10% discount. Yes, even also you will get 10% discount with optional subscription. Yes friends, so you can use referral code RBI Live to get 10% discount. The combo subscription is also available. Here you can opt for the courses 1 year, 2 year and 3 year courses. Here also you will eligible to get 10% discount with using referral code RBI Live. Yes, those aspirants are unable to continue their preparation with financial constraints. Unacademy is providing you loan for UPSC preparation on our platform. So you can chase your UPSC dream with Unacademy. Yes, you can use this link to apply for loan. Yes. Friends, Unacademy is providing free test series for all aspirants. Just you have to use this code RBI Live to unlock these tests. We have complete general studies and current affairs tests on our platform. Yes, we have started new batches. We have 1 year, 2 year and NCRD batches. Yes. Friends, do not forget to enroll yourself for Unacademic Combat. We are conducting this combat on every Sunday morning 11 a.m. And now this combat is available in Hindi medium also. So you can enroll yourself using code RBI Live. Now we'll start today's session, the space weather. Yes, friends. Yes. So, why space weather was in news recently? The reason behind that, there is need for space weather preparedness to protect the satellite constellations in the future. Yes. So, the space weather preparedness to protect the satellite constellations in the future. We'll learn about satellite constellations in this series itself. Like we are conducting this session in part 1 and part 2. So we'll try to cover maximum points related to the space weather in today's session, and remaining part like satellite constellations and all in the part 2. Yes. So friends, space weather is a branch of space physics. Yes, space weather is a branch of space physics and astronomy or heliophysics. Yes, which concern with the time varying conditions within the solar system. Yes, which including the solar wind, emphasizing the space surrounding the earth, including conditions in the magnetosphere, ionosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Yes. So this term space weather was first used in the 1950s and came into common use in the 1990s. Yes. So the space weather describes that state of environment in space near Earth. So basically this space weather describes the state of the environment in the space near the Earth. So the sun is the main driver of the space weather. Yes. The sun is the main driver of space weather. So sudden ejections of plasma and magnetic field structures from the sun's atmosphere called coronal mass ejections, CMEs. Yes, coronal mass ejections, together with sudden bursts of radiation, which term solar flares, all cause space weather effects at the Earth. Yes. In addition, these non-solar sources such as galactic cosmic rays, meteoroids and space debris can all be considered as altering space weather conditions at the Earth. Yes, the space weather's effects are highly relevant to our daily life on Earth. So, we will learn how this affects our daily life. Yes. So, there are influences on topics such as crew and passenger radiation risk on aircraft, communication problem, effects on synthetic aperture radar system, GPS system, and so on. Yes. So there are various topics are influenced by this space weather. Yes. So even power line failures and corrosion effects observed in pipelines on Earth may be the direct result of space weather induced effects. And this further stresses the importance of this discipline not only for the future manned missions in space but also to the present situation of life on Earth. Yes. Now we'll see first International Space Weather Initiative, ISWI. The International Space Weather Initiative of the United Nations Committee on Peaceful Uses of Outer Space was launched in 2009 and formally concluded as an agenda item of committee in 2012. So however, International Space Weather Initiative continued and since 2013 are discussed under the new permanent agenda item on space weather in the scientific and technical subcommittee of the committee. Yes. will also see objectives of these committees. So, International Space Weather Initiative is a program of international cooperation to advance the space weather. Yes. So, the space weather science by a combination of instrument deployment, analysis, and interpretation of space weather data from the deployed instruments in conjunction with space data and communicate the results to the public and students. Yes. So, ISWI is a follow-up activity to the successful IHY 2007, but focusing exclusively on space weather. Yes, the goal of the International Space Weather Initiative, yes, is International Space Weather Initiative is to develop the scientific insight necessary to understand the science and to reconstruct and forecast near Earth space weather, and this includes instrumentation, data analysis, modeling, education, training, and public outreach. Yes, space weather is a rapidly growing field worldwide with many international collaborations being set up to further understand the process driving space. Yes, processes driving space weather and the influences they can have on human health and technological system. Yes. So there are 11 regional warning centers throughout the world. Yes. China, in China at Beijing, USA at Boulder, in Russia at Moscow, in India at New Delhi, in Canada at Ottawa, Czech Republic at Prague, in Japan at Tokyo, in Australia at Sydney, in Sweden at Land, Belgium at Brussels, and Poland at Warsaw. Yes. So, a data exchange schedule which operates with each center providing and relaying data to the other center, and the centers in Boulder, the NOAA Space Environment Center, that is SEC, plays a special role as World Warning Agency, which acting as a hub for data exchange and forecasts. So, the mission of ISES is to encourage near real time international monitoring and prediction of space environment. Yes, which is by the rapid exchange of space environment information, standardization of the methodology for space environment observations and data reduction, the uniform publication of observations and statistics, the application of standardized space environment products and services to assist users reduce the impact of space weather on activities of human interest. Yes. Now we'll see the objectives of International Space Weather Initiative. Yes. So objectives of ISWI instrumentation and data analysis, which expand existing instrument arrays, deploy of new arrays, and expand data analysis effort for international space weather initiative data and other relevant databases. Yes, the coordinate data products to provide input for physical modeling of the Sun Earth system, input instrument array, data into physical models of heliospheric processes, provide data products in a form of useful for modeling, enable space weather forecasting, yes, promote education, training, and outreach. Yes, which encourage and support space science courses and curriculum in universities that provide instrument support, develop public outreach materials unique to the International Space Weather Initiative, and coordinate the distribution. Yes, these are the objectives of International Space Weather Initiative. Yes, the education and public outreach. Yes, see, the space weather operations, data quality standards, public data repository, test predictive models, test products and forecasts, then instrument arrays, instrument data center, data analysis and modeling, scientific publication. Yes. Now, the objective of the space weather item. Yes. Now, we'll see the objectives of the space weather item. So, scientific and technological subcommittee, which is under 15th session, Vienna, Austria. So, the subcommittee noted that objective of the space weather item were to provide benchmark measurements of the responses of the magnetosphere, the ionosphere, the lower atmosphere, and the Earth's surface in order to identify global processes and drivers that affected the terrestrial environment and climate, to further the global study of the Sun Earth system in order to understand the external and historical drivers of geographical change, geophysical change, to foster international scientific cooperation in the study of current and future space weather phenomena, and to communicate the unique scientific results of space weather research and societal impacts to interested members of the scientific community and to the general public. Yes. So these are the objectives of the space weather item. The subcommittee noted that the objective of the space weather item. Yes. Now, after that, we'll see the International Space Weather Actions Team. Yes. So, now we'll see the International space weather action teams. Success and drives of International Space Weather Action Teams initiative depend on the active participation of the community. Action teams can be registered by any research team to coordinate and structure their joint work on the specific space weather topics. So each action team consists of a lead and active participants. Action teams are grouped into International Space Weather Action Teams clusters by domain, phenomenon, impact or overarching activities. The three regimes, the Sun, heliosphere, geospace, cover the entire chain of action of space weather, and the overarching activities include assessment, information architecture, data utilization, and education outreach. So, to encourage active participation and emergence of new leads, we observe a timeline for no activity at all levels. So, people interested in the activities but not as an active member can be registered as follows. Yes, to encourage active participation and emergence of new leads, observe a time limit for no activity at all levels, and people interested in the activities but not as an active member can be registered as followers to this International Space Weather Action Teams. Yes, the activities by International Space Weather Action Team ISWI. So, advanced understanding of space weather processes which link to major impacts and feed validated improvements in understanding, modeling, and forecasting into research to operation transition process. Yes. ISWAC can address different aspects of space weather capabilities like advancing understanding and modeling, defining essential space environment quantities ESEQ and criteria for impacts, improving specifications and forecasting, assessment of specification and forecasting capabilities. Yes, enabling organization access to research products like data, models, applications, metadata, standardization, optimized utilization of available observations, measurements, inputs for future mission planning, deployment of new instrumentation, generating inputs to our roadmap updates. Yes. So these are the activities by International Space Weather Action Teams. Yes. Now we'll see the International Space Environment Services. So the International Space Environment Service ISES is a collaborative network of space weather service providing organizations around the globe. Yes, the mission is to improve, to coordinate, and to deliver operational space weather services. International Space Environment Services organized and operated for the benefit of the international space weather user community. And the mission of this ICS is to encourage near real-time international monitoring and prediction of the space environment by the rapid exchange of space environment information, the standardization of the methodology for space environment observations and data reduction, the uniform publication of observations and statistics, and the application of standardized space environment products and services to assist users reduce the impact of space weather on activities of human interest. Yes. So, International Space Environment Services. So, ICS currently includes 20 regional warning centers, 4 associate warning centers, and 1 collaborative expert center. So, ICS is a network member of World Data System WS of the International Science Council. Yes, and collaborates with the World Meteorological Organization WMO and other international organizations. Yes, ICS has been the primary organization engaged in the international coordination of space weather services since 1962. So ICS members share data and forecasts and provide space weather services to users in their regions. ICS provides a broad range of services including forecasts, warnings, and the alerts for solar, magnetospheric, and ionospheric conditions, space environment data, customer focused event analysis, and long range predictions of the solar cycle. Yes. So there are 3 basic functions accomplish the task of the ICS. First, International URSI Gram Service provides standardized rapid-free action of space weather information and forecast through its regional warning centers RWC. Second, ICS prepares the International Geophysical Calendar. Yes, IGC each year. Then, this calendar gives a list of world days during which scientists are encouraged to carry out their experiments. And third, the monthly Space One bulletins summarize the status of satellites in Earth orbit and in the interplanetary medium. So these are the 3 basic functions accomplish the task of ICS. Yes. Now, after that we'll see the objective of ICS. Yes. So, ICS to provide the objective of ICS to provide real-time forecasting and monitoring of space weather to reduce and mitigate the risk of space weather impacts on technology, critical infrastructure, and human activities. Yes, objective of ICS to facilitate international communication and service coordination regarding space weather, particularly during periods of enhanced activity and in the event of extreme space weather. Yes, objective to improve space weather services and promote the understanding of space weather and its effect for users, researchers, and the media and the general public. Yes. So these objectives are made through the involvement of ICS and its members in international space weather communities, and by sponsoring meetings and establishing working groups to improve space weather services. Yes, so ICS members play an active role in the transition of scientific results into operational environments. Yes, so ICS also maintains the International Geophysical Calendar, which coordinates and recommends dates for solar and geophysical observations, which cannot be performed continuously. Yes. So these are the objectives of ISES, International Space Environment Service. So friends, in this session, we'll stop here and remaining part will cover in the next session. Yes. So till the time you can revise what we have covered in space weather. Remaining all information related to space weather will cover in the next part. Till the time, do not